Hello everyone. In this lecture, I will continue the nature of CH bond. Last class we already discussed about the classification of haloalkanes, IUPAC nomenclature. In this lecture, I will continue to the next topic in this chapter, that is nature of CH bond. You see, CH bond in this haloalkanes is common. Then we in the haloalkanes we can see CH bond. What is the nature of this? Whether it is a polar or non-polar. You can see whenever two dissimilar atoms are there, definitely it develops some polarity. Here you can see halogens, or you can take fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are electronegative atoms. Electronegative atoms. When electronegative atoms are there, they can form the electronegative charge. They can generate the electronegative charge. And it becomes electropositive. This try to withdraw the electrons towards itself because it is a electronegative. So because of the polarity, the nature of CX bond is polar in nature. Polar in nature. Okay. So whenever polar in nature is there, which is more polar? We have fluoroalkane, chloroalkane, bromoalkane, iodoalkane. Different types of haloalkanes are there, right? In all these haloalkane, which is more polar? Polarity can be calculated by using the dipole moment. By using the dipole moment, we can calculate. Dipole moment is equal to mu is equal to formula charge into q charge into distance d. Dipole moment is equal to charge into distance. It is a combined factor. Means we cannot see charge alone and decide the polarity. We cannot see the distance alone. We cannot decide. Two factors we have to decide. Suppose if I take electronegativity order, nothing but charge order, we can see electronegativity down the group. Halogens down the group, electronegativity order decreases because it increases atomic size. So fluorine is more electronegative than chlorine, then bromine, then iodine. Okay, that is about charge. Distance. Distance means I can take here bond length. Bond length of CX. CX means CF bond length, CCl bond length, CBr bond length, Ci bond length. Can you tell me what happened the bond length down the group, fluorine to chlorine to the bromine to the iodine? Down the group atomic size increases. Fluorine comparing to chlorine atomic size more. Again bromine more size. Again iodine largest size. When atomic size increases, length also increases between the carbon to halogens. So bond length is always here increasing order. Down the group bond length increases. You see these two both are opposite. Charge electronegativity order charge factor is decrease down the group. Bond length order increase down the group. So dipole moment is equal to charge into distance. Two factors we have to take. On combining these two factors, the resultant dipole moment order, dipole moment order for the halogen is dipole moment of methyl chloride is more than dipole moment of methyl chloride. Next, bromine, methyl bromide, least is what? Methyl iodide. Okay, so based on these two factors, we have tried this out. Okay, you can see except these two, bromine, iodine, they are following this order. Electronegative order they are following like that. Bromine is more electronegative than iodine, so we are writing methyl bromide is more dipole moment than methyl iodide. But why we are not writing about this? Here we can see fluorine is more charged than chlorine. Why can't we write methyl chloride is more dipole moment than methyl chloride? Because we have to take the length factor also, distance factor also. Here CCl bond length, distance is dominant factor then charge. So as CCl bond length is very dominant in the chart, we have to take the length as a priority in case of CCl. When we take only length as a priority, CCl is more bond length than CF. So I write as CH3Cl is more dipole than CH3F. Understood? In these two cases, I am writing as CH3 or CCl bond length is more than CF bond length. So I am writing CH3Cl is more dipole moment than CH3F. But remaining metal normal, that is follow the BR idea. So anyway, finally dipole moment order can be taken based on these two, but not only one factor only. Electronegativity order will charge factor, length factor together will be the resultant dipole moment value. Okay, got it? So this way we can explain the polarity of the CX bond. Coming to this point again, I already told you this carbon is electropositive. When this carbon is electropositive, which type of species can attack at this carbon? Which type of species can attack at this carbon? So as this carbon is electropositive, electropositive means what? Deficient in electrons. Deficient in electrons. Whenever they are deficient in electron rich species like nucleophile. These are electron rich. NU- is nothing but nucleophiles. Nucleus loving species are nucleophiles. They are electron rich. So this electron rich species, they can able to attack at this carbon and they can form the nucleophilic products. Okay, nucleophilic products. So from this I can conclude one point here. Haloalkanes. Haloalkanes. Nucleophile is going to substitute here. Here we have 4 bonds. Halogen is not there in the substituted product. Halogen is eliminated as a leaving group. As a leaving group. Okay. Instead of X, nucleophile is going to substitute. Instead of X, they are substituting a nucleophile. So that's why these are said to be nucleophilic substitution reactions. Okay. Haloalkanes, nucleophilic substitution reactions. In haloalkanes, nucleophilic substitution reactions are takes place. They are very common reactions in this. One nucleophile can attack here and they can substitute the halogens. Halogens are eliminated as leaving groups. Okay. So all this nucleophilic substitution we will discuss in the chemical properties of haloalkanes. So before that we have to see how to prepare these haloalkanes first. How can we prepare the haloalkanes? By different methods. Now let us see the preparation methods of haloalkanes. So I write it here. Preparation methods of haloalkanes. Preparation methods of haloalkanes. First method is important method from alcohols. From alcohols we can prepare the haloalkanes. From alcohols if I take alcohol general formula ROH. General formula ROH. This is alcohol. Alcohol when I add the reagents HCl concentrated anhydrous ZnCl. Okay. And it can form the product RCl plus H2. This is the basic reaction. Okay. Alcohols and reaction with concentrated HCl plus anhydrous chloride form the haloalkanes. Here I written the chloroalkane, haloalkane. And this mixture, concentrated HCl plus anhydrous chloride mixture, is called as Lugos reagent. Lugos reagent. Okay. Here alcohols, it may be primary alcohol or secondary alcohol or tertiary alcohols. Let us take the primary alcohol first. This is one primary alcohol, right? Okay, this is a primary alcohol. If I add the HCl here, can you think that this can be directly eliminated as OH minus? Can we directly eliminate OH and can we substitute the halogen like this by eliminating the water? No, we cannot write like that because here OH minus is strong base. Strong base. Strong bases are poor leaving groups. Poor leaving groups. I write it here. Strong bases are poor leaving groups. What is leaving group? I'll explain this. And weak bases are good leaving groups. Okay, I need space here, so I written there. You see, strong bases are poor leaving groups, weak bases are good leaving groups. Leaving group means what? That can be leave the substance, leave the substrate molecule and eliminate it as an ion or molecule. So that should be go as a free ion or free molecule. When it can go, when it is a weak substance, it can go and it cannot react back. The good leaving groups in the sense they can be eliminated from the substance or substrate. They should not react back. They cannot react with the product. They should not form again substrate. Okay. Here, if strong OH minus, we know it is a strong base. If strong base we eliminate as OH minus, being a strong nature, strong basic nature, again it can attack here, it can eliminate Cl minus, again it can form the alcohols because they are strong bases. Understood? If they are weak bases, they cannot react, so that we don't get any reverse reaction. That's why we cannot directly eliminate the OH minus because OH minus is a strong base. So instead of eliminating direct OH minus, what we do is it react with ZnCl2. ZnCl2 we know it is a Lewis acid. Lewis acid means what? Electron pair acceptors. Lone pair acceptors are said to be Lewis acids. Oxygen have lone pair of electron. They can react here and they can form the O ZnCl2 here plus N minus. Right? Now this is poor leaving group. This OH is poor leaving group, whereas this group is good leaving group. Okay. Next one is here we have taken HCl. In that Cl minus, one nucleophile. This is said to be one nucleophile. As this is a good leaving group, it is trying to eliminate. When it is eliminating, it becomes partial positive. As soon as this sodium chloride attack here, then it is eliminated. It will not directly eliminate. Because if we directly eliminate, we get the primary carbocation, which is too unstable. So it cannot generate the primary carbocation. As soon as this Cl minus attack here, this is eliminated. Single step, like SN2 mechanism. We don't get any carbocations here. As soon as the Cl minus attack here, this is eliminated. So when this group is eliminated, and resulting product we get as chloroalkane. Got it? So this is the primary alcohols. If I take the secondary alcohol, I'll compare in the after writing primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. I'll take secondary alcohols. This is secondary alcohol. Right? This has only one hydrogen, secondary alcohol. This react with ZnCl2 this lone pair of electrons attack here, it can form like this. It can form OH ZnCl2 plus minus. Okay. So after this forming, I told this good leaving group is eliminated as soon as this attack. First it has to attack here, then it is eliminated. But here this is directly eliminated. It is eliminated. This group ZnCl2 OH. Okay. Is eliminated, and the intermediate we get here secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation. You can see in the first reaction we don't get any carbocation here, because in the first primary alcohol, if I write the carbocation, that is primary carbocation is very unstable, so it cannot exist, it cannot form. But here secondary carbocation is stable. Yes or no? That's why it can form after Cl minus. If it attack here, it can form the secondary carbohydrates. Understood? If I take tertiary alcohol, this molecule, I am directly adding the HCl. I am not taking ZnCl. Because tertiary alcohols I can easily react. Reactivity is very fast and it can form. Why they are more reactive? After attacking with H plus, they can form the OH2 plus are eliminated easily. H2O is eliminated because H2O is a good leaving group. Remember this, H2O is a good leaving group. When H2O is eliminated, what we get? One carbocation. This is tertiary carbocation. Tertiary carbocation is more stable. As tertiary carbocation is more stable, it is more stable product. So reaction favor more in the forward direction. Because reaction always proceeds in a direction where the more stable compound is formed. Understood? Here as it is forming more stable carbocation, without ZnCl2 also, it can directly take H plus, it is eliminated as H2O, which is good leaving group, to form the more stable carbocation. That type of more stable carbocation we don't get here. Okay, that's why we don't get any carbocation in the primary case. Here we get, but comparing to tertiary carbocation, secondary carbocation is less stable. That's why to initiate we need ZnCl2. Okay, so that's why I write one point here. In primary carbocation, primary alcohols, no carbocation is formed. No carbocation is formed. And the reaction, the time taken for this reaction is 10 minutes to time taken to react. Or turbidity forms. I write here, with Lucas reagent they can form the turbidity. Turbidity forms in 10 minutes to several days. It takes much time to form the turbidity. Turbidity means product formation. Product formation we are getting as a turbidity. Whereas secondary alcohols, we are getting carbocation. Somewhat comparing to this, it is more stable, we are getting the carbocation. So here we are getting carbocation is exist, carbocation is formed. Carbocation is formed here, but turbidity forms in 1 to 5 minutes. It takes 1 to 5 minutes to form the turbidity. Whereas here it takes much time. Here no carbocation is formed. Whereas tertiary alcohols, it can form more stable tertiary carbocation. So here also carbocation is formed. Carbocation is formed and turbidity forms immediately. Immediately after adding less than a minute. Less than a minute we can easily get the turbidity because it can easily form a more stable carbocation. Okay? Understood? With the primary alcohol we don't get any carbocation because if you want to form a more carbocation with the primary alcohol we get primary carbocation. which are very unstable. So no primary carbocation formation. As soon as the Cl minus attack here from this side, this leaving group is eliminated. And why we are taking ZnCl2 here? To eliminate OH. OH is not good leaving group, good leaving group. To eliminate as a good leaving group, we are taking ZnCl2 here, and this group is eliminated, and we are getting the product. So no carbocation is formed here, and turbidity forms in 10 minutes to several days because of poor reactivity of primary carbocation, very less stable, and primary alcohols are less reactive. And secondary alcohol, if I take, I am taking ZnCl2, and it is forming the carbocation because secondary carbocation is forming here, which is a little bit stable compared to primary, so it can form. After formation, nucleophile attack here, it can form the halo compounds. Whereas tertiary alcohol does not require ZnCl2 because tertiary alcohols are more reactive. They can easily combine with H+, it can easily eliminate as H2 as a leaving group. H2 is a good leaving group, so it can easily eliminate it and just react with HCl. And it can form more stable carbocation in tertiary. After that, we get, when we add the here Cl minus, we get the more stable products. Okay, so from this, which is very clear, turbidity forms from 10 minutes several days, it forms 1 to 5 minutes, it forms immediately. So from these three reactions, can you tell me what is the order of reactivity of alcohols towards Lucas reagent? Reactivity order of alcohols with Lucas reagent. Reactivity order of alcohols with Lucas reagent is tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary than primary. Okay, this is important point you have to know. Next, here not only Lucas reagent, by adding some other reagents also you can prepare the haloalkanes. Suppose if I take this molecule, primary alcohol, I want to prepare the bromoalkanes. Bromoalkane I cannot add HCl because HCl contains chlorine. I want to prepare bromoalkane. So I take NaBr. NaBr H2SO4 combined together, it can form NaHSO4 plus HBr. Now it can generate the HBr. Okay, so this HBr can replace OH and it can form the HBr. Okay, similarly, if I take the alcohols with sodium iodide with H2SO4, you observe this. If I take Na and H2SO4, these two combined together, they cannot form any product here. No product is formed. Why sodium iodide, why H2SO4 cannot be taken along with Na to form the iodoalkanes? It is given in text question, very important question. Because if I take H2SO4, NaI, if I take H2SO4, it converts NaI into Hi, further oxidize, it forms I2. I2 it can form. But what we need? I minus. I minus required so that we can get iodoalkanes. Here we are getting I2. So H2SO4 is not preferred along with NaI. H2SO4 is not preferred with NaI to form iodoalkanes. Why it is not formed? This is the reason. NaI can be converted into Hi with H2SO4. H2SO4 is strong acid, dehydrating agent, strong oxidizing agent also. It can oxidize iodide. This is iodide into iodine also. So then what we have to do? NaI can be taken with phosphoric acid. 95% phosphoric acid can be taken to prepare into iodoalkane. So now I will take NaI with phosphoric acid. You can also take the Ki also. You can also take Ki. The product is what? Iodine. Understood the point? So this way from alcohols we can prepare the haloalkanes. As a simple logic you can remember that whenever we see one reagent to the alcohol, we have to directly convert OH group into halo compound. Okay. So that's all in this lecture. In this next lecture I will continue the preparation methods from PCl3, PBr3 and thionyl chloride. Thanks for watching and please subscribe to my channel to get immediate notification. Thank you.